guys, it's Rainy for Talk to Me Tuesday, my first Talk to Me Tuesday of 2016. I was not here last week due to the fact that I was sick. I got sick right on Christmas Day. I started feeling better towards the end of the week, which was great because I went to go see Star Wars on Saturday with Matt and my mother-in-law. So I wasn't coughing or anything in the movie theater, which was great because I was a little afraid of that because I was on Mucinex. But other than that, all the gifts got given out. Everyone loved it. It went great. And I'm excited for what I'm going to come up with this year. But to share with you what I've been working on and stuff that I want to do for this coming year. First off, I want to believe this girl's ready for tomorrow. I'm so excited. I got all my fabric. I ended up getting the colors that were suggested, and I even went a little crazy and sewed some of the salvage on the little chart there so that I can keep up with the amount and hopefully keep everything in order. Last week I finally saw the last episode. So my goal that I set for myself to watch the entire series from start to finish before the quilt along started, I was able to reach that. My favorite episode of all was last season, episode 15. I think it's called Jump the Shark or something like that. Yeah, that one's my favorite. It's a tearjerker, but I loved it. So I'm ready for tomorrow. And I even went out and got some new embroidery needles for myself. And got the water-soluble stabilizer to trace the pattern on. And let's see, things that I want to do for 2016. Definitely want to do jack-o'-lanterns that I won last year, and they're all in little Ziploc baggies, and they're all cut out, fabrics with them, and they're just ready to rock and roll. And then I want to finish up the blocks and put them all together for the Hobbit quilt that they're in back again. And there's a few. I've been putting them on the Flickr group, which I actually won. Jennifer sent me a message on Facebook that I won her Amber's mother's book. So I'm very excited, so thank you. And Amber, tell your mom thank you, and I'm so excited to read it. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm not done piecing them all. I'm on block 9, and I'm going to have to revisit block 2. I kind of don't want to show it, but I will anyways. Block 2 is a hot mess right now. I thought about ripping and re-sewing, but I'm not. I'm going to just finish up first and then reprint block 2, maybe print a couple of times, and just repiece all together. Just do it all from scratch all over again. I know it's my fault. I didn't line up things right, so yeah. It was pretty sad. But you have to get a lot of practice before you get really good at something, so I'm just going to redo it. And I got the rest of all the patterns all cut out. They're just ready to go. And here's all my fabric in the shoebox that I'm using for it. I'm using Moda Grunge and Moda Marble. So I want to try to get this whole thing done this year. And then something else that I want to try to touch on for 2016 is I want to start quilting my hourglass quilt, the one that's a replica of my great-grandmother's quilt that I made in the summer. I know what thread I want to use. I just got to get more of it. I got to get the backing, and I got to get the batting. I want to use, it's over there, It's nowhere near where I can grab it and show it to you. But it is King Tut Superior Thread. It's a thicker weight than what we already use. We use the RFL thread, so it's a little thicker. And what I'm thinking about, how I'm going to quilt it, is lengthen my stitch length and make it look like it's hand stitched, and just do it that way on the sewing machine. So I get the look of it being hand quilted, but it's not. And I think with having the thicker thread, it'll just look way cooler. And plus I really like working with that thread too. And then the last little project for 2016, my goal is to keep myself current, but I'm pretty sure Jennifer will see some of my money for these patterns from time to time. But it is my favorite things. So I got all my fat quarters all ready to go. It's going to be a very bright and colorful quilt. All the fat quarters, or the fat quarters that I hand dyed over the summer at the local quilt shop. And I've been waiting for a special project to use these with, so this is that special project. They're just gonna keep sitting in my stash and not being used, so I'll use it for this project. And these are my blocks for this month. Here is my little sewing machine. It's very bright. But there's my tiny little sewing machine. I'm doing this 6.5 inch just for the simple fact that I'm doing 2 quilt-alongs. And so it's not so overwhelming. I'm going with the smaller blocks. And plus, I don't need this to be super big because it's just for me. So I think it'll look cute hanging up somewhere, especially with all my goodies that Vicky sent me for that swap on that wall over there. I think it'll look cute hanging there. But because it was a sewing machine, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be more like these coming out, but you have to have a matching pillow. So this will at the end be turned into a matching pillow, and I'm pretty sure, I almost dropped it. I'm pretty sure by the end of this I will have many matching pillows, because this is just too cute not to do it bigger. But at the bottom where it says I love my FOF, because I do, I love my passport to death, but that was the row by row license plate that I got. And what I did is I just added more fabric to the sides of it, to the length of it, and just used that as a strip of fabric. So the blog design was not changed at all. It was just the fabric. And I like it. I love it. I think it's going to look really cute as my pillow. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have quite a few matching pillows by the end of this thing. Okay, then, guys, I almost fell on the floor. I went to go bend down to pick up my last thing and I almost fell out of the chair. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is my last thing to share with you guys. This is my memory quilt. It's a t-shirt quilt, and all the shirts that are in the quilt have something to do with me and Matt. Rather, it was shirts that I got, because they're all my shirts, but they might have been shirts that I got on our honeymoon, anniversary. For instance, this shirt was the work shirt from my previous job where I first met Matt, and my number got written on his cheeseburger wrapper. So that's a nice little memory. And what I did is, so that I can have a bigger quilt, I used the back of the shirt as well. So every piece of the shirt got used. And I actually made this quilt 2014. It was in December 2014. And I messed up on the quilting on it, so it's just kind of just sat. And I got it out, ripped out the stitches, and I got it quilted. I just did straight line quilting. You can't really see it, but it's nice and heavy. It's extremely heavy, and I love it. And that's all I have to share. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, everyone.